Okay, I am live. And how's everybody doing? Getting some stuff in. I actually was looking at some of my older TikTok videos just now before I started going live. Like when it first came out and everything, and I don't know. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check some of these out real quick, but just one quick thing. What is this? No, no, no. Let me be with it. 35 Pro. All right, let me try something here. Mm. You said DM it to him, so let's see. Wait, no, that's not what I want. This is what I want. What was the? I don't know what that was. Okay, so yeah, let me switch over here real quick. And hold on, let me close this first. I'll deal with these chats later. Hmm. Or maybe not. Right now. All right, I'm gonna close that. And I'm going to switch over. All right, let me see. Let me switch all over.
That was a 70-inch
All right, there we go.
plasma screen TV. So, how can I help
Let
you?
me switch all
You
over.
must be the great Alucard. That was a 70-inch plasma screen TV.
Yeah, this is actually some of my
So,
older.
how can I help you? You must be the great Alucard. So, that was a 70-inch plasma screen TV. So,
So,
how
how
can I
can I
help you?
help you?
You must be the great Alucard. So,
You bum.
that was a 70-inch plasma screen TV.
I
So,
think
how
this
can
one
I
was the
help
very
you?
first one I
You
did.
must be the
Honestly,
great.
I want to look. I want to check out this showcase they did for the PlayStation Pro, the PlayStation 5 Pro, because I've been hearing that it's not really all that good. So I'm gonna check that out in a minute. All right, let me see. There we go. So that's okay. Good. It's picking up my microphone. Good. 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 Clean all day.
Please rise for our national anthem.
Open up the safe, bitches got a lot to say.
Please rise for our national anthem.
This is probably one of my more popular. videos on my profile. Nigga. And the funny thing is, this was probably the funniest. When I first saw this movie, I watched this scene so many times. I remember I actually went to the theater to see it because my theater happened to be playing it, and then I got it on YouTube and I just played it over and over and over again, and I just got such a big kick out of it. It was so crazy, and you know, I thought it was hilarious, man. And as soon as I saw it, I instantly thought about Kevin Hart and that "say it with your chest," because that's basically what happened here. Say it with your chest, little ass nigga. I could never get over it. Say it with your chest. But anywho, let me check something. Let me check this out real quick. What was the other one? Oh, and this one. This is one of my earlier TikToks. Tell me if you can tell what what movie this is referring to. I want you dressed at all times, you hear me? My foot in your ass. Mm. Oh yeah, I remember this one. You know how you feeling sometimes after a rough day. I feel better now. This is my old bedroom before I moved. Frustration is getting bigger. Bang, bang, bang. And the devil trigger. Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
After you say it,
You're really going to force me on this?
I'm at half-mast. I
Need
need to hear this.
Fine. You were right. Jump up your own ass and die. Fuck you.
After you say it,
You're really going to force me on this?
I'm at half-mast.
I need to hear this.
Fine. You were right. Jump up your own ass and die. Fuck you.
After you say it,
You're really going to force me on this?
I'm at half-mast. I need to hear this.
Fine. You were right. Jump up your own ass and die. Fuck you.
After you say it,
You're really going to force me on this?
I'm at half-mast. I
I'm at half mast.
You were right.
Oh yeah, I was doing a couple of trailers for some of my characters I created on Soul Calibur 6. I wonder if I ever put the one for the updated Zero on here. I need to check. I could have swore I did. Oh, let me check real quick. Did I ever? Okay, there's her. There it is. It's down here.
I can see the fear in your eyes.
Yeah, I know it's kind of small, so you can barely see it, but I think I'll put it on my YouTube. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on there so you can see it a little better. I miss playing this game, but it's just you can't play it online. That's the problem. Because the netcode is so garbage and they never fixed it. And now I got a feeling that we're never gonna get another one. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Channel. Let me see. Oh yeah, there we go.
I can see the fear in your eyes.
I mean, yeah, here it is. Too weak.
Your conviction holds much promise. I can see the fear in your eyes.
And I wonder if we're ever gonna get another Soul Calibur. It would kind of suck if we didn't. Because, I mean, the game had its hiccups, sure, but it's still a good fighting game as far as I'm concerned. Shoot, I might actually fire it up a little bit later for old time's sake.
Conviction holds much promise.
All right, now let me see something. All right, let me see. PS5 Pro. Okay. Let's see this thing, shall we?
Hi, I'm Mark Cerny. I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup,
Oh, boy.
PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming technology.
Mm-hmm.
First, I want to take just a minute to look at what we put in the original PlayStation 5 and how it delivers an exceptional gaming experience.
Ow. Stuff is kind of hurting right now, so give me a second.
When PS5 debuted in 2020, it brought a lot to the table. 8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds and frame
I don't even recognize that game.
as 120 frames a second. PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual improvements, including reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination. A custom SSD can load data at breathtaking speed, resulting in ultra-fast transitions between game worlds and data streaming rates so high that traversal speeds are essentially unlimited.
I still want to get that. I'm waiting for that to hit PC. Okay.
Immersion to the sound
At this point, I think it's pointless to even get a
The
PS5 right
audio
now.
is so real, you may not even need to see the enemies to know exactly where they are. Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside of the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes. It can be a difficult choice for players. Fidelity modes emphasize the visuals, typically through higher resolution rendering. These modes might also have enhanced detail or use more ray tracing. But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier, and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second.
That's another game I want to play again. And see, that one's actually on PC. I just haven't had the money to actually get it. Now this I do have. I do have Ratchet and Clank.
Players are choosing performance about 3/4 of the time. Removing that decision, or at least narrowing that divide, is one of the key targets for PlayStation 5 Pro. We want to give players the graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3.
I'm falling asleep over here.
Much larger and increase the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster.
Okay.
Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, or PSSR for short. PSSR analyzes the game images
Wait, I'm sorry. PSSR? You sure you want to go with that acronym, my dude? PSSR. Okay. Whatever you say.
pixel by pixel, and can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the Big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing, with graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but at double the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro. It has huge amounts of detail and targets a super smooth 60 frames per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
Okay.
This goal of delivering almost fidelity-like graphics at performance frame rate has been achieved for a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. We can see that PS5 Pro is close to doubling the power of PlayStation 5. Another way to compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference in detail. PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet and Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
Yeah, I see it.
So overall, some remarkable...
It's not that big of a difference.
On PS5 Pro, we can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the Big 3 showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West. Apart from the detail boost, that extra graphics power is allowing for improvements to lighting and visual effects, as well as to the hair and the skin in cinematics.
Open up, guys. Dwarf's orders.
Good enough for me.
Ray tracing is finding broad usage as well, particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big wins for Hogwarts Legacy, allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows. I hope you've enjoyed this run-through of the technology behind PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console.
I mean, the design of it is about the same, except for that little grill on the side. Does that help with thermos, or? I want to play this game so bad. Hopefully it comes out on PC.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Hmm.
Did I do it? Oh, what is this? What's with all the neon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks all nice and all. And there it is. There's the fucking crazy. Okay. Didn't they make this same mistake with the PS3 when they made the thing super expensive? I could have swore I remember them pulling this same crap and it backfired. I swear I don't understand what they're thinking about here. I really don't. $700. See, the smarter thing would have been to have this be the $500 console, and then have the... How you doing, Code? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, the smarter thing would have been for them to have this be the $500 console, and then just drop the price of the original PS5 down to like $300 or something. That would have been the smart thing, but no. They did the same crap that they did with the PS3, and it viciously backfired. What's up? What do you mean? What are you getting at, man? Because I don't understand what makes them think. It's just that I don't understand why they thought that selling this thing for $700 was a good idea. I don't get it. Ooh, excuse me. So, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I saw the graphical differences, and yeah, I could see a few slight, you know, enhancements, but not $200 worth. Definitely not $200 worth. So let me see something real quick. Back. All right, let me see something real quick.
$700 in esta economía. Sorry, the price point took me all the way back to Venezuela. And it seems as though a lot of people share the opinion that that is simply way too much money for this particular upgrade. So for those who don't know, the PS5 Pro technical presentation was streamed earlier today. Mark Cerny took the stage and talked about the features of the PS5 Pro. And the emphasis was on essentially how a lot of people, like 3/4 of folks, choose performance mode over fidelity mode. And so this console, this upgrade will bridge the gap through a combination of a larger GPU that gives you 28% faster RAM, 67% additional compute units, and alongside that, up to 45% faster rendering. Beyond that, they emphasized advanced ray tracing alongside AI-driven upscaling. And yeah, those are neat features and all. But then they showed off some games and the differences between what you'd find on the original PlayStation 5 versus what you'd find on the PS5 Pro. And that's where it kind of starts to fall apart. Like, they showed a variety of examples here, like this visual from The Last of Us Part 2. And I'm here kind of trying to spot the difference. I mean, I guess the text is a little clearer. If I like zoom in here, you can see this is a little blurrier than this. But is that $700 worth of a difference? I wouldn't say so. Then they emphasize how the crowds in Ratchet and Clank look sharper on the PS5 Pro versus the original PS5. Sure, if you really squint, you can kind of see it.
Yeah, a
Is it
little bit.
$700 worth of a difference? I would be hard-pressed to say so. Right here we have an example of traffic and some leaves on a tree. Like, yes, you can see it's a little blurrier here, but I mean, is it such a vast difference that the price point of PS5 Pro is justified? Very few, I think, would agree with that. And while it's nice that we'll be able to have the fidelity of fidelity mode while having the performance of performance mode, performance mode on the regular PS5 still looks good enough, where a $700 price point for the PS5 Pro, for a lot of people, is just simply not acceptable. And it doesn't help matters that the vertical stand is sold separately. They can't even include a piece of plastic after charging $700 for the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, you would
On top
think.
of that, you'll see right here that this does not come with the disk drive. So you have to purchase that separately, which is an additional $80 cost for those who want to maintain the ability to purchase physical media and use that. So for those folks, you're really looking at a price of $780. That's almost $800 plus the kickstand, which is an additional however many bucks for the full package. Maybe things would have gone a little better if they had showcased like a new game that took full advantage of the PS5 Pro's power and really highlighted the kind of graphical fidelity we can achieve with the additional prowess.
Instead of just
But
showing
none
a
of
bunch
that.
of
We
old
just got
ones.
examples of old games and side-by-side comparisons whose difference were kind of hardly noticeable. Maybe if Digital Foundry gets their hands on the PS5 Pro, the differences will become more prominent. But at least in this YouTube video presentation,
Thanks
they
for the
did
follow,
a
man. I
real good
appreciate it.
job of justifying this price point. And so if we scroll
I need to
down
put it
and look
over
at the
here so I
likes
can
of this
actually hear it,
collaboration, you'll
but,
see that reception is fairly mixed, and the comments here are not particularly cordial or fully on board with the price point. So this
It's just way too expensive. I mean, folks barely able to buy food and keep a roof over their head, and yet they want to charge basically rent and low end rent at that for a game console. You don't even get everything with it. You don't get the disc drive, you don't get the stand. All you're getting is a digital console for $700. And in order to make it a fully fledged console, you got to come out of pocket another $80. And the vertical stand, I swear, let me see something real quick. I'm sure they got it listed somewhere. as to how much it would cost for the vertical stand. Oh, you can kiss my entire ass. No. 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 You're talking about on average a smooth $20 to $30 for a vertical stand? Are you kidding me? No. So that will make it over $800 for a fully fledged PlayStation 5 Pro. If these prices are accurate. Now, how much for an official? Oh yeah, the Sony vertical. I think this is the PlayStation Director. Let me see. Oh, you can kiss my entire ass. No. No. Uh, di- I don't understand. Make it make sense. So that means, okay, $700 on top of $80 for the what's the name? Let me see something. Covers, add-ons, storage, monitors. Okay, let me see. I'm sure they got a list here somewhere. Okay, console covers, SSDs. Where's the disk drive? Hold on, what's it? Storage. It's not just storage, it's covers and add-ons. Let me see. Okay, covers. Okay, there it is. Yeah. So $700 for the console. $80 for the disk drive. And then an additional $30 for the stand. Yep. You're looking at about $800, give or take. Yep. I wonder what kind of drugs they were taking and made them think this was okay. Because that must be some primo stuff, man. That's ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Anywho.
This is kind of where we're at as far as discussions go. And just to compare to what the current cost of the PlayStation 5 is, you got the slim model here with the disc drive-less version being $450 and the one with the disc drive being $500. So the PS5 Pro is an additional $200, and that's again without excluding the fact that you have to purchase the disc drive and the vertical stand separately. $200 more than the PS5 Slim that does include the disc drive. And even if you're an all-digital player and don't need the disc drive, the digital version of the PS5 Slim is $450. That's still a $250 difference between the PS5 Slim all-digital and the PS5 Pro all-digital. It's also worth noting that in the UK,
I think it's getting to the point where these console manufacturers are trying not to have to sell the consoles at a loss anymore. So don't be surprised if next generation, if they decide to do a next generation, because Xbox has pretty much decided they're not going to do it anymore. Basically, if the next generation console is going to be like $1,000, $1,500, something along those lines, they're just crazy enough to try that. And if they are, and if they do try that, I got a feeling that that's going to backfire in a really bad way. I mean, this is going to backfire in a really bad way. I have a very strong opinion that it's going to happen, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And Europe, we're looking at 700 pounds and 800 euros. So if we convert that to US dollars, we're looking at a price point of 915 US dollars roughly in the UK. And in Europe, in countries where euros is the main currency, we're looking at 881 US dollars. That's on top of the fact that right before they announced the PS5 Pro, Sony increased the price of their PS5 DualSense controllers in US, Europe, and more by a couple dollars. This is kind of getting ridiculous and getting out of hand. And you can see right here in the accessory section that the disc drive for PS5 still costs $80, and the vertical stand for PlayStation 5 consoles costs $30. To give you even more of a point of reference for why this price point is so controversial is this tweet right here by Jeff Keighley, who bullet listed the inflated price points for all PlayStation consoles. So to give an example, back in 1995, the price point that the PS1 was back then would be worth $611 today. And he goes on to list all of the other consoles as well. So the PlayStation 2 would be $546 today. The PS3, $778. With a PS5 Pro, if you get both the disc drive and the vertical stand, that's $810. So more expensive than the ludicrously priced PlayStation 3. Beyond that, we got PS4, which would be $538 today. PS4 Pro would be $522
This is just
today.
a mess.
PS5 would be $606 today. And then PS5 Pro, $700. Again, that's the base price, the incomplete package without the disc drive and the vertical stand. For all intents and purposes, the PS5 Pro might as well be the most expensive console that Sony and PlayStation have ever launched if you actually want the full package, if you want all of the features there. The PS3 at least did come with a disc drive, and so the PS5 Pro is going viral for all of the wrong reasons. The optics are kind of abysmal. Tweets are going viral like this one right here with over 1 million views and almost 30,000 likes within just a couple of hours. You guys are selling the disc drive separately for a $700 console that is $200 more expensive than the original version of the console. We have to pay over $800 to get the full PS5 Pro experience. There's just no way they thought this was okay. We got this post right here. I think it's super dire that they're showing off the PS5 Pro features on games that everybody beat last year. As I mentioned before, if they'd shown off some new games that highlight the power of the PS5 Pro and really highlight the graphical differences and performance differences you can see between PS5 and PS5 Pro, maybe that would have gone down better. But even then, $700 is still a steep asking price point that would take a lot of selling. We got this tweet right here with almost 1 million views and almost 30,000 likes. The PS5 Pro has lines across the middle of the console, which are not to the lines Sony executives were doing when they priced the thing. Oh yeah, design-wise, it's got more lines in the middle here. That's how you know it's a PS5 Pro and not a regular PS5 Slim. Folks trying to identify the difference between PS5 and PS5 Pro graphics, at least in the demos that they showed off during the PS5 Pro presentation. I myself was also like squinting and kind of noticed slight differences, but nothing so substantial as to justify the additional $200, or I should say additional $300 if you want the full package. People already posting memes that are comparing the price point of the PS5 Pro to Mr. Krabs' levels of greed. You've got this tweet right here that has also garnered tens of thousands of likes and hundreds of thousands of views. $700 in the first game we saw running on PS5 Pro was a PS4 game. Man, LOL, referring to The Last of Us Part 2, which, yes, is a gorgeous game, but it is a last-gen game, and they need to show off new stuff that highlight current generation prowess. Here we have somebody highlighting how for not much more you can get a PC that's pretty damn good and pretty future-proof. So PS5 Pro Plus disc drive is $780. If you get the vertical stand, that's, again, $810. For about $500 more, you get free online, free cloud saves, much cheaper games, mods, higher fidelity and frame rates, PC Game Pass with Day 1 Xbox games, plus hundreds of other titles, PS5 exclusives that will eventually come to it in 1 to 2 years after launch, DLSS with frame gen, ability to tweak and customize settings, ability to upgrade one PC part at a time, countless other benefits of a gaming PC, so on and so forth. And you can get an even cheaper 1440p build. Now, the benefit of the PS5 is that you do get those PlayStation exclusives on day one, unless they are like live services like Helldivers 2, in which case they will come to PC on day one. But for your like Last of Us's and your God of Wars, yeah, you'll get those early, but you can also
Some people are willing to wait. Okay. But see, the sad thing about it, especially when it comes to the PlayStation games, come to the PC, even that's probably going to end up becoming an issue because they want you to sign up for their PlayStation Network. I mean, isn't that one of the main reasons why Helldivers is taking such a massive hit nowadays? Because they removed it from what was it, 170, 180 countries because they didn't operate in those countries? I mean, I'm pretty sure that was one of the reasons why Helldivers numbers has relatively tanked because there's not as many people playing it anymore. And then, of course, you got Arrowhead who's constantly shooting themselves in the foot by making, patch changes that nobody asked for. But, other than that, it just isn't working. And they don't seem to grasp that it's not working. But, it's just... I don't know. I can't.
probably get away with just sticking to the original PS5 console. Like, the market for the PS5 Pro feels extremely narrow at that price point. It really is for people with, who just have money to burn and really want those high fidelity graphics with high frame rate. But I feel like most people will be pretty okay with the performance modes we've been seeing so far in the graphics there, at the distance that they're sitting from their TV, at the resolution that these games run in, and how...
Yeah, because I mean, it's not like folks is like 2 inches away from this screen looking at all the details on the screen and whatnot. No, a lot of times, if you're playing on a console, you're playing it on your couch, on a big screen TV, at least a good 6 to 7 feet away. So you're not going to really see those tiny little details because you're going to be so far away from the screen, it's not going to be that big of a deal to you. It isn't. So, no, there's no need for it at all.
How good these games tend to look even in performance mode. You got somebody right here highlighting the comedy of how Sony, in just the last week, the CFO said that they don't have enough IPs, and then they announced the PS5 Pro to make more realistic graphics, and then Astrobot launched within the last week, and it proved that they have so many IPs because of all of the IPs highlighted within Astrobot that highlight the treasure trove of IPs that exist under Sony, on top of the fact that Astrobot isn't a realistic game, and highlights that you don't need hyper-realistic graphics to make something amazing, to create a full-fledged, exciting, wonderful, magical single-player experience, or just gaming experience in general. So yeah, this is kind of what discussions surrounding PS5 Pro look like right now. It's fairly negative overall. For my part, I think that the PS5 Pro should have been $600 tops, and it should have included the disc drive and a vertical stand, and then they should have lowered
The price of the other
PS5
consoles.
Slim editions by, like $50 or something. And I think that would have maybe gone through a lot better. But the current model and just how stingy they're being about this $700 package that still isn't the full package, like I can...
Yeah, I can see them like maybe knocking off about $50 off of it. Okay, I think what I was suggesting may have been a little bit on the extreme side, but yeah, knock it back about 50 is not too bad. Like maybe knock back both of them, the disc version and the digital version, just knock them back about between $100 to $50, and then sell the PS5 Pro to $600 or $500. Okay, but see, like I said before, they're making the same mistake they made when they did the PS3. It was way too expensive. And that was the first version of it back then. This time they're releasing the upgraded version basically, but it's still just way too pricey.
Totally see why the optics surrounding this are so horrible. And I'll be very curious to see whether PS5 Pros actually sell and whether Sony and PlayStation will be able to output games and products that take advantage of the PS5 Pro's enhanced hardware enough that it'll start convincing people to start leaning in that direction. But currently, based on what they've marketed so far, I just don't see how anyone will feel enticed to upgrade. For newcomers to PlayStation 5,
Okay, yeah,
even then,
I'm
we're talking
gonna,
about
yeah.
$200 more. Even those folks, I feel, will generally be enticed to just get the original PlayStation 5, which is powerful enough and games look good enough on those consoles, but at least they haven't invested in a console already and maybe will kind of justify to themselves to just get the most future-proof version of PlayStation 5 by getting the PS5 Pro. But even then, at $700, that doesn't come with a disc drive or the vertical stand. Like, it is still like a difficult proposition. It is still quite the consideration to make, especially in the economy we're in right now, where that kind of price point does feel substantial and not something to scoff at. To me, this feels like Sony is returning to arrogance mode, and it feels like it's gonna backfire, though who knows what the future holds and what kinds of products and games they'll have prepared to really market and try to justify what they've done here with the PS5 Pro. I'm sure it's an impressive piece of hardware for what it is, but you know, if they want to make this a mass market product, $700, that is incomplete, and what is technically an $810 package if you want the full experience. Yeah, I don't know. Oof. So yeah, that's my take. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the PS5 Pro price point. Do you agree with many folks that they've kind of crossed over a line with the price point, or do you think this is around where the hardware's price point would sit based on the offerings that they highlighted in the earlier presentation?
Yeah, I think this was a massive screw up on their part. Hopefully, they will fix it or, be smart at least. But at the same time, I don't think they are going to be smart about it. They're going to shoot themselves in the foot. And they're going to continue to shoot themselves in the foot like they've been doing for the past few years. I don't think I really have anything else here. No. Pretty much all just... Yeah, I think I've watched all the stuff already. So I'm not really going to worry about that. But and see, this is something that really irks me about some of these publishers and developers and whatnot. Well, mainly the publishers and the console makers and whatnot, is that all this stuff that's happening is starting to bite them thoroughly in the ass. Because I mean, it's kind of hard to even like wrap your head around it, because they keep making the same mistakes over and over again, and it's getting exhausting. It really is. That they think that they see that it doesn't work, and yet they keep doing it. They see that it's not working, but they just keep trying to do it again and again and again and again and again, and expecting a different result. Basically, it baffles me, because it just... And the thing that really pisses me off about it is that the higher up execs makes these idiotic decisions, and then we, the consumers, and the developers who have to make the games around these stupid decisions, are the ones who pay for it. That's the crazy thing about it. Everyone else suffers except for them. They'll still keep their jobs. Meanwhile, thousands of people are losing their jobs, because of decisions that the higher up executives are making, and it makes my nuts itch. I can't stand it. I can't stand seeing it. And see, that's why a lot of times I don't believe in going after developers for things that go wrong in games or whatnot. I believe in going after the executives, because at the end of the day, getting mad at the developers is basically the equivalent of getting mad at a cashier over a store policy. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thought process. Okay, because at the end of the day, the developers are simply following orders. Okay, they're given orders from up top, and they just have to just run with them. So I don't know how I feel about that. You know, it just feels unfair when you think about it. It really does. It feels very unfair, and I mean, I don't even know where to go from there. Now let me see what Gaming Bolt has to say about it. How long is this video? 8 minutes? Okay, that ain't too long.
Sony has officially revealed the PS5 Pro, ending months of leaks and speculations with an underwhelming 9-minute presentation that saw lead system architect Mark Cerny trying his best to make the console sound much more enticing of an upgrade than it actually is. A larger GPU, faster
Trying very hard and failing.
better and more consistent frame rates, and entirely new proprietary super sampling technology in PSSR. On paper, the PS5 Pro sounds like a remarkable step forward, but it has failed to make a good first impression, which in turn is made much worse by the fact that the console is ridiculously priced. When the PS5 Pro launches on November 7th, Sony will sell it for a price of $699.99, a price that you'd be shocked at if Sony hadn't consistently spent the entire PS5 generation making the worst possible pricing decisions. The base PS5 itself is still an arguably overpriced console, a fact that's exacerbated by the many price increases Sony has implemented for the console itself and its accessories in different regions, and often multiple times like in Japan. Not to mention, switching to $70 games, having significantly higher PlayStation Plus subscription prices, selling the PSVR 2 for a higher price than the console that it launched as an accessory for, or what have you. But even though the ridiculous pricing for the PS5 Pro is depressingly on brand for modern-day PlayStation, it's still hard not to be shocked at the audacity of it.
Oh yeah, the downright balls.
The PS5 Pro is already hugely unnecessary to begin with. Close to 4 years into the PS5's lifecycle, we're only just barely getting started with this console generation. Cross-gen releases ruled the roost for what seemed like an eternity, and it's only now that we're starting to see developers making games specifically for current-gen hardware on a more widespread basis. We're past the halfway point into this console generation, and the PS5 is still struggling to justify its own high price. To introduce a console that's supposedly a more powerful version of the hardware that is only just beginning to come into its own doesn't seem like a great idea to begin with.
It really isn't.
You have no idea.
You are glorious prey, worthy of Craven.
Let me tell you how this is all gonna go down.
But when that mid-gen console refresh is being sold for $700, at that point, to say the very least, it becomes crucial for Sony to have a really convincing first showing for the console.
And they didn't.
When we first saw the PS5 Pro, it needed to be with a sort of presentation that would effectively and abundantly convey its vast benefits over the base console. Because at an asking price of $700, that's the standard that the console is going to have to reach. And did the PS5 Pro reveal manage to do that? Well, let's just be extremely polite and say, hell no.
Let's be extremely polite and say hell no.
That saw Mark Cerny unveiling the PS5 Pro was dedicated to showing gameplay footage of titles running on the console while offering side-by-side comparisons with those same games running on a base PS5. Sadly, much of it was underwhelming. Sure.
It wasn't that big of a difference. It really wasn't. And not only that, but ugh, it just felt like
Rap, tap, tap.
but not only that, but it just I don't even really know what to say. Honestly. I really do not know what to say about this thing, man. I think it's overpriced, and I think that they're being severe idiots in regards to prices, especially considering the fact that they're jacking up prices on everything else. Their services, their accessories, all of it is overpriced. And then it's a stripped down version. They won't even give you the vertical stand. They won't even give you the vertical stand. They will only give you the console, no drive, no disk drive. So you out the gate, you have to get it all digital, and then no vertical stand. So I mean, you can stand up, you can stand it up if you want, but it's not going to be as stable. For $700? No, I can't. I can't even try to condone that in any shape, form, or fashion. No.
Gran Turismo 7 looks quite impressive with ray tracing enabled. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart boasts a greater level of detail in the backgrounds, and the prospect of playing The Last of Us Part 2 at 60 FPS with the best possible visual fidelity is an exciting one. But ultimately, what we've seen so far are little more than marginal upgrades in the grand scheme of things, which, to say the very least, is a massively underwhelming way to debut a console that is going to be sold for $700. The fact that Sony hasn't revealed the PS5 Pro with gameplay footage for any major upcoming title, like Death Stranding 2 on the beach for instance, hasn't exactly helped matters, especially because many of the games that we did see, from Control and Horizon Forbidden West to Gran Turismo 7 and The Last of Us Part 2, are cross-gen titles, and maybe not the most exciting picks to show off a hardware upgrade with. These were games that were nowhere close to getting the most out of the base PS5. So to use them to demonstrate what a more powerful version of the console is capable of just seems like yet another in a lost list of poor decisions by Sony where the PS5 Pro is concerned. Oh, and here's something that's really annoying. It doesn't really matter too much in the larger picture. Sony, you're selling a mid-gen console refresh for $700, a decision that in and of itself reeks of either unbelievable hubris, and that $700 doesn't even include a disk drive, by the way, which incidentally is yet another way to send people deeper down the digital rabbit hole where there are no guarantees of permanent ownership even for games that you've bought and paid for. Is it too much to ask that you don't sell the console's vertical stand separately? Because boy, oh boy, talk about nickel and diming. This is, of course, a very obvious argument to be made that the PS5 Pro is not meant as a mass appeal device at all, but that it is instead being made for the enthusiasts. There's little doubt that within the specific demographic, the PS5 Pro is obviously going to do well, regardless of its price. But it's hard not to look at the console and think of it as a waste. A waste because the base PS5 is only just beginning to get its engines warm, which makes it unlikely that anyone is going to do much with the PS5 Pro that's going to be too impressive. And if that's the console that Sony is releasing, the prospect of spending $700 on it also seems like an exorbitant waste. It's honestly hard to figure out why Sony is even making the PS5 Pro. Unlike the PS4, which was already an outdated piece of kit even when it released, the PS5 still has a great deal of juice left in it that developers haven't come anywhere close to fully squeezing out, on account of the incredibly slow start this console generation has suffered.
Well, yeah, because of the scalpers and whatnot, it was hard for folks to get it. Folks have just recently started being able to get the PS5s alone. So I mean, it's not really all that surprising when you think about it. Folks just recently started being able to get the damn things. I just, yeah, because the scalpers, when it first came out, because it came out 2020. Yeah, it released in 2020, like the tail end of at the beginning of the pandemic, basically. And the pandemic also didn't help matters either, because not only was it hard to get the console because of scalpers, but it was also hard to get the console because of the pandemic itself. Folks weren't able to go to stores, they weren't able to shop like they wanted to. Supply chains were slowed and weakened and whatnot. So it became an issue. So yeah, this current console generation had a really, really slow start.
So it's not like there was any need for a more powerful console. On paper, one could argue that the release of a mid-gen console refresh would help revitalize hardware sales for Sony, which is an area where the PS5 has been declining over half a year. But at $700, you have to wonder whether the PS5 Pro is going to have enough mass appeal to be able to do that.
You okay? I'm working on it. Thought I lost you there. Can't get rid of me that easy.
It's next to impossible to imagine anything the console could do that could ever justify that price. But, if nothing else, one could hope that we get to see upcoming games like Death Stranding 2, Grand Theft Auto 6, and others running on a PS5 Pro sooner rather than later. And that they actually look significantly and meaningfully better than they will on the base PS5. Because that's the level that the PS5 Pro needs to be hitting to come anywhere close to maybe sort of justifying its price tag. Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day?
So yeah, they severely shot themselves in the dick with this one. Wait a minute. I guess to get a little off topic. No, I know. Maybe later on this afternoon, I'll actually do a stream or something. Wait, he's online? Is he off today? Oh, let me message him real quick. He hasn't really been responding to me, but let's keep going here.
Woman and action actress.
I'm Jeremy Marinas. I'm a lifelong martial artist. I've been doing stunts for the last 16 years.
Today we are going to be reacting to Guilty Gear Strive. Oh, Soul Bad Guy. Oh, it's like anime style. What are those guns or swords?
Swords.
In the art of Iaido, there's a lot of certain ways to resheath a sword and how to draw it, because a lot of people think you just grab the sword and pull it out. There's a technique where you have to pull your hip back for that to work, and same thing when you sheath your sword. You don't just kind of blindly stick it in there. You kind of go from the handle of the blade and you pull it out, and you kind of control it with your fingers to feed it into the hole. And if you practice a lot, you can sheath it pretty fast. It's super sick. It kind of reminds me of the old like Marvel vs. Capcom, like the effects or the visuals. Why would you kick somebody with a sword?
Or why would you block? Why wouldn't you just cut the leg off?
If you're taking time to kick, my sword is usually on guard here, whether I'm fencing, using a katana,
You're center
whatever.
line.
I'm on center line, so if you're kicking,
Just stab him real quick.
remember you're putting steel between your hip, so if your sword doesn't cleanly cut off that leg, the leg is still going to push the sword into your face.
Oh my god, was that a dolphin? Oh, you see the sliding, what was that?
Little body slide.
Yeah. Did she just grow an afro? What? What is happening?
I think she took
Faust.
Oh.
No.
Wow, she's kind of Aquaman.
She's using anchor?
Yeah, she
And a
has
dolphin?
something to do with the sea. In capoeira, sometimes they'll do a hand plant, kind of like a double back kick. They do a lot of hand plant kicks. It's just not as popular to do a double kick because now you're committing 2 feet, which you want to use for balance, to a hit, and you're relying on your wrist for all your balance. So it's not super common, but it is unique.
Oh, butterfly?
Axel Lowe. Oh, I hate this guy. I hate him so much.
That's like a whip chain.
I hate him with a passion.
Yeah, it's got 2 commas on
Okay.
the sides of the chain.
Yeah.
And
I hate using him. I hate fighting against him. I hate him in general.
of each other. Axel's weapon is more like a full-on whip chain, the length of a whip chain with 2 sickles at the end. The sickles are called kamas from Japanese martial arts. But I've performed with the single ones. I've never used the long chain with the kamas before. That's kind of cool.
How would you retract without having it go straight for your face?
Yeah, I would
You know?
retract like this.
Oh, arm flailing inflatable tube man.
The creepy thin man. Moves very awkwardly. I would go for the ankles and take him down, and I would use jujitsu to pin him and try to break anything I can grab.
Look at the neck though. I'd probably go
Yeah.
for the neck. It's like the most forward thing on him because he's hunched over.
Clearly not a human.
Yeah, he's human. He's just a weird one.
He's so unpredictable that I probably wouldn't just fight him standing up. I would try to get to his back and not let him use his long weapon.
Did he just use a wheelchair on that guy? Kalmanchoka. It is creative.
It is
I will
creative as hell.
say. Like I think that they just used it.
Yo,
as a
whoever is using Milia is not using her effectively. She's getting bodied right now.
I hit myself with my hair. The character design is like super cool.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. His handles for his swords are kind of like shield handles, so he can just kind of fight like that and not worry about his wrist turning. But there's a lot of weight
On the tail end of it.
front. But sometimes it's forward and then sometimes it's backward. Makes no sense. Double swords is not usually a practical thing you see in many martial arts, but that's more for performance. I don't know that you would use them.
Yeah, in competition you see a lot of the double sword, but in
Yeah.
a fight,
The 2 swords I would use if I was going to use 2 swords would be probably 2 machetes.
I just use 2 butcher knives.
Yeah.
Very Stephen Chow.
Oh, there's a katana. Like a straight up regular katana. And his face changes. There you go. And actually, on the up slash, if you caught it, that was very traditional to do like an upward slash while holding his saya so he can resheath really fast. That was a good front kick.
Yeah.
This is a straight line.
Straight lines are important because, especially in competition, it sets you apart from like.
I like watching videos like this where you actually see someone on the outside looking in on gaming. I love it. I think it's great.
My shoulder, and that's the only way to do real damage.
Oh, damn. Ow. Yep, he's out.
Yeah, super legit. Yeah, this is probably the most realistic character to a style in this video game. Is a demon dog.
Oh, it is.
It is a demon dog. Look at him.
Cool. That's a little kick combo.
These characters are all super sick, and it's awesome when you're just enjoying watching it.
Oh,
Okay, this is making me want to fire out Guilty Gear real quick.
fans are a real weapon. I believe they traditionally Chinese, right?
Yeah, a lot of kung
Like
fu.
kung fu, wushu, Shaolin.
He did a couple of finger twirls in there that aren't very practical.
What you mean, like turn the fans into butterflies? Dude, they're a wrist killer because you open those things enough and then close them enough. Your wrist is just so tired at the end of the day. I wouldn't use a fan in a fight.
A guitar would probably make a good weapon for 1 or 2 strikes.
Yeah, you can really only just swing it, and then once you do that a couple times, if your opponent's any decent, they'll see it coming.
Oh damn! Knocked out the ref. Yep.
But it would be a good impact.
Maybe if you're a really bad guitar player. The weirdest weapon I had to use, and you know this, is on Everything Everywhere All at Once. I doubled Joy/Jobu on that, and I had to use a.
You actually look alike. That's.
Nunchucks. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't think I've used any weird weapons in movies.
Gold Dick Lewison.
It's not even just a regular coffin, it's a coffin with a chain on it.
Yeah, see, I would use every hard edge of the coffin, assuming the coffin is laying down. I wouldn't just slam their head.
Body in it?
Well, no, you're gonna put the body in it, but instead of slamming their head on a flat surface, I would open it and use the edge of the walls to break their neck and then put them in the coffin.
Huh. Dude, see the chain on the coffin?
How big do you have to be to wield a coffin as a weapon?
Pretty big.
Yo. Oh, dang, she's walking the dog. She's OP, dude. Oh, around the world.
It's so awesome.
I know. Oh, she just used a booty bump. I like her. Oh, shoot, look at her. There's a teddy bear came out of nowhere.
It was a myth, like back in the days, that the Philippines would use yo-yos for hunting as weapons. I think it's another one of those hit them once, and then if you could strangle them with a string, yeah, in the right wielder's hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're nice with it, maybe, but not 100%.
They're like doing this. Every time you have to set it back up again.
Yeah.
Thank God. Slayer.
Ooh, that was a badass pose.
Hey, he's a gentleman.
Oh, he's a vampire.
I have fought in a 3-piece suit against John Wick. I lost.
Yeah, I lost.
Very comfortable to fight in, especially if you don't care about ripping him.
Clothes do not play a factor because when you're mocapping, you're in a mocap suit. It's those suits you see with all the little reflective balls all over, and they basically capture your movement, and then they basically just design a character and whatever clothes they want onto your movement.
Something they have been doing a lot, though, is mocapping in movies on location, because they have like newer mocap suits are just hard plastic sensors. A lot of times they'll do it under your wardrobe too. If they just want to use the live action stuff, they'll just replace the face.
My main right here, Testament.
So it looks like they're doing a lot of terrain changes, and obviously it's an anime fight, so it doesn't affect them, but in real life it would make a big difference. For example, if you're fighting in sand, if you ever tried running in sand, you can kind of get an idea of what that's like. It requires a lot more energy. If it's sand, for example, I would be able to use.
Okay, I'm kind of offended. Yeah, I'm a little offended here. They wait until they get to my main to start talking about the backgrounds. Really? Y'all wait until y'all get to my main to decide y'all want to start talking about the backgrounds. Okay, I see you. That's all right. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Sand as like an environmental element. Throw it in their face. I feel like it happens a lot in kung fu films. So for example, right now they're on like a rocky terrain. You wouldn't just be able to do like everything smooth-footed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to watch out for where you're stepping and where you're landing. See, like it's not affecting them at all. But they're flying through the air and stuff, so. I'm Gemma Nguyen. You can find me on my socials at GemmaStore on Instagram and at Gemma Nugget on TikTok.
Okay,
I'm Arenas, and you can find me on.
Yeah, I'm offended by that now. Thank you for making me very upset. I don't like y'all right now. Anywho, Let me see. Oh my God, I've been at this for an hour and 20 minutes. Let's say we get to some gaming. What say you to that? Give me a second. Let me switch this stuff over. All right, so let's I'm not sure what I am going to do today. I really want to get Space Marines too. But I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get it. There's a bunch of games right now that came out recently I want to get. I want to get Wukong. I want to get Space Marines 2. I've been wanting to get Ghost of Tsushima on PC for a hot minute. I think God of War Ragnarok is supposed to be coming out on PC next month, if I recall correctly. It's just so many games I want to get, but money's just been so damn tight, so it's been very difficult for that to happen. So anyway, let me see. Let's do. I think I said I want to do Guilty Gear, but before I do that, let's drop into Zenless Zone Zero. So let me change that. Yes. Be so kind. Please. Oh God, man. Shoot. When I'm done to stream, I gotta wipe out the screen. It's starting to get a little weird. All right, so let me switch this over. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let me switch to. Okay. Okay. Let's close that. Where's my control? There you are. Okay. All right. We in business here. Let's go ahead and switch you over. Oh, wait. Okay, it's showing. All right, let me say something. Yeah. All right. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm still here, aren't I? Thank you. All right, let's get this claim. Thank you. What notices? To reduce the impact brought about by abnormal hollow fluctuations and ensure proxies can live happily in New Erdo, we will make sure to take everyone's feedback into account as well as respond to and deal with found issues. Fix an issue where under certain circumstances stuttering occurs during the breach wall event in Hollow C41 and Camilla Golden Wink. Fixes an issue where under certain display issue occurs on enhanced drive disk screen. Okay. Events. Scene 1, shot 1. To complete the event commission. Okay. That sounds interesting. We'll probably look into that a little later.
I'm at your disposal.
I don't have any more of those.
Is it work time? Is food included?
I'm slowly but surely starting to get them up to level 50, but this is.
I shall follow your orders.
Let me see something.
Touch my tail? No. Time for some tail care.
All right, so there's not much I can do here with that. Let me see. Internet. I'm not sure what to do with myself right now. Oh yeah, I already did these. But the funny thing is, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Just give me a second. You know what? I think. No, let's head to 6th Street. Ow, my foot. Oh, wow, my foot just popped. That's not awesome at all. Well, you know what? First things first. Let's grab a cup of Joe.
Coffee isn't just for the early birds. It can also be for the night owls.
Let's skip that. Yeah.
Sometimes stopping to take a break can help you go further.
I guess I can head back to Weston then. I gotta head back to Hollow Zero, do some of the missions there. The compendium. Okay, moving on. Yeah, let's head back to Hollow Zero. See if I can catch up some of the missions there. All right, 3 more. Okay. Wait, thought I got everything. Buffed attributes, electric. All right, let's do this one.
I shall follow.
Touchmate, standing by.
I'm at your disposal.
Ready for good. Nothing to. I only handle technical matters. I only handle tech.
Starlight, it's time to shine. I have
Time.
Starlight, it's time to shine. I'm ready to roll.
I shall follow your.
Come on.
I'm at your disposal.
Touch my tail. And no. Right, okay.
All right, let's see. That's the best I could do. I don't have any. I need to go, what's the name, and see if I can get some more. Oh, hell. Damn it.
I'll have this time. Get back.
No, I'm getting real sick of you, your crap.
Take this. Yep. Target confirmed.
In my sight.
What a pain. At your command.
Here, hold this.
Neutralize.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, I gotta stop letting them get free licks off me like that. Come on, Nat, go somewhere. Yeah, hold this bum. Go to sleep. I need this mech gone. Damn it. Ow. Ow. Stop. Damn it. Okay, I'm getting real tired of doing that.
At your command.
Come, go down already.
Take this.
Got him. Ah, he's been annoying. That took way too long. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. One of each, yeah, more or less. Excuse me. This actually helps me get some more of the discs at least, so I got that.
I'm at your disposal.
Right, okay.
Starlight, it's time to shine.
Is it work time? I only hand.
I have.
I'm sorry. Sokaku?
I shall follow your orders.
What are you on?
he seems. I think he works better than the Butler does for them, especially with the ice anomaly build up.
Okay, boss.
I'll take you.
Trouble suit. Get back.
Yeah, whole list, bomb.
Stay calm now.
Don't mess up my nails.
Move aside.
Your weak spot. Take this.
Hold this.
Don't look straight at the moon. Clear out.
Ha, caught him. Done and done. How'd I do? Damn it. Blue. Purple. I could do better. Let's go. Run it back. I'm certain I could do it better.
Don't look straight at the moon.
Trouble suit.
A deep clean. Amateurs. Out of my way.
Gotcha.
For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
What a pain.
Tired of you taking pot shots on me.
Don't look straight at the moon.
How'd he hit me with the second? Okay, you know what? You are pissing me all the way off.
At your service.
And still didn't get it. Damn it. Ah. Okay, so that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. Oh, wait. All right, so let me see. Oof. Pop my hand. Okay. Let us dance.
Switch out. Be gone.
Clear out. Take this.
Yes, master.
Leave the last one to me. Stand still.
Holeless.
For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles. Clear out. Say no more. Watch out.
Damn it.
Get lost.
Here to serve you.
No worries, boss.
Damn, that did a lot of damage.
Out of the way.
All right, come on.
How annoying. Get blood! I knew this wouldn't be easy.
Switch out. Let's clear him out. Time to clean the field.
Don't look at me!
Take a shot.
Yeah, holeless idiot.
All right. Shine bright.
Take this.
Incoming threat. Take this.
Keep missing, buddy. Damn it. Come here.
Thanks for your business.
Time to end this.
This is getting on my nerves.
Clear out.
Damn it. Ow.
Get back.
Watch out. Let's clear him out.
The perfect fight.
Time to end this.
Hold this.
With this power. Please carry on. Amateurs. Stand still. It's my turn.
Don't move.
Here to serve you.
Thanks for your business.
Starlight, arise! Time for you. I'll eliminate any obstacles. Incoming threat.
Move it.
Unleash.
Leave the last one to me. Time to end this.
Damn it!
Got it. Don't move.
I'm here. I'm the only one.
Got sloppy at the end. I got real sloppy at the end of that.
Okay. Yep. Get back. Take this.
Switch out.
Move it.
By your will.
Shoot. Here.
Feel the ultimate starlight.
Thanks for your business.
Take a break.
Hold this.
I'll eliminate any obstacles.
Let's clear him out.
The perfect spot. Get lost.
Damn it. Like your throat out.
Feel the ultimate starlight.
Thanks for your business.
Time to end this. Ready to continue.
Wow.
Careful.
Yes, master.
Leave the last one to me.
Don't look at me.
All right, let's try and do that one more time.
For your patronage.
Gotcha.
Here to serve you.
Your end is here.
More seriously? Aren't you tired?
For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
Come here.
Let's clear him out.
The perfect spot.
Time to end this.
Yeah, you missed. Nope.
Clear out.
Time to clean the field. I'll fight your throat out.
There we go.
Get lost.
Switch out.
Damn it. Ow.
Yes, master.
Leave the last one to me.
Don't look at me.
Here, hold this.
With this power.
Feel the ultimate starlight.
Thanks for your business.
Time to end this. Stay vigilant. Watch out.
Don't move.
Amateurs.
Hold this.
Fight your throat out.
Let's clear him out.
The perfect fight.
Time to end this.
Take the shot. Here we go again. Let's do it.
All right. Hold this.
A weak spot.
Gotcha. Why they have to put a time limit on these damn things? That's the thing that kills me with this stupid thing is that's a damn time limit. And then of course, they give these enemies so much damn health, you can't get through them. And I mean, these supposed to be level 45 enemies. I'm using level 50 characters, and yet I can't. Let me see something. Let me try something.
Have you had dinner yet? A full stomach ensures a good night's sleep.
Man, I'm hungry.
The cooking time for noodles must be. You even finished all your broth. Want some more?
All right, let me see. If I had enough battery charge, I'd be able to go and get some XP for my characters, but I don't. I think I got enough for like maybe one of those missions.
Wanna be my research subject? I've been waiting for you.
A mission? Take me along. Ready when you are.
Oh wait, crap! I forgot my what's the name. Forgot to sign my bungle. Oh well. Okay.
Don't get hit. I'm here.
Oh my god!
Sure. Okay. Fine.
Oh my god.
Your crime won't be forgiven.
How do you like me now?
My turn.
The expert.
Oh my goodness.
You're under arrest. Cracking down.
Okay. This won't hurt.
Turn over and you leave. Turn over and you leave.
I'm here.
You may remain silent.
Alright, now I can focus on you.
Careful.
Sure. No escape. Okay. Let me give you a little treat. Like this.
You're under arrest.
Alright. Yes. Alright, so what's the next one? So,
Wanna be my research subject?
I'll be everyone.
If you need help, call me anytime. Consider it done.
Gotcha. They are very fun to use. I need to unlock these characters as quickly as I possibly can. All right. What was it? Yeah. Tuning calibrator. Advanced drills. Two trigger requirements and two combat buffs. Oh, okay. Select your trigger requirement and combat buff to aid you in your challenge. Oh, I can use everybody. Oh, this just got interesting.
If you need help,
Time for
Starlight.
I only handle technical matters.
I have touch a mission.
How can I?
Standing by.
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
I only handle technical matters.
What? Wanna be my research subject? I've been waiting for you.
Touch my tail, and no. Hey, don't look down on me.
A new case to solve? Huh?
Touch. You want to test my hammer? Leader should be leading the way.
Ready and waiting.
I only handle.
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready. A new case to solve?
Nothing to fear. Is it work time? Need. Time to touch me.
I shall follow your orders.
Hey, let's take a. You
Awaiting further instructions.
My goodness, so many choices.
Standing by. Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
All right, let's roll. Let's do this.
Standing by.
Hold this, please.
You're surrounded.
I'll take you on a
Yep. Stop resisting.
Maybe I need Doin.
Hey, you don't have a permit!
You're under arrest. Sustain fire. Let's make this quick.
This is all mine!
Surrender your weapon.
I need all of these characters, man.
Suppressor K-22. Maximum firepower. Got your back. Easy. I've got your six. No escape. Stop resisting. This'll be painless. Psych.
Safety is mandatory!
Come on, go down already.
The final act begins now.
Hey, you don't have a permit!
Hands up! Let's make this quick.
Did you see that?
Come here. Got him. So far, I'm just trying to find the perfect combinations of these characters. And so far, they are not disappointing. And and of course, the creatures on my shoulder. Ooh, these are gonna be a little interesting.
instructions. You want to test my hammer?
Which alien? I've been waiting for you.
I shall.
1, 2, yes. Awaiting further.
I'm at your disposal.
Head.
Wanna
Let me finish my cup of hot water. Touch. I only handle technical matters. 1 touch. A new case to solve.
Take me a break, stretch my legs, start to get a little cramped up here. Damn it, ow.
The pressure is on.
Say goodbye to our guest. Dance, dance! Let's not disappoint our customers!
A little gift for ya.
You walk right into this one.
This'll be painless. Psych. Let's make this quick.
Round them up.
How do you like me now?
As you command. Kindly fall into despair.
Gotcha.
No escape.
Gotcha.
Hold again.
Damn it, ow.
You walk right into this one.
This'll be painless. Psych.
I can be everywhere.
Stay down. Come on, stay down. Crap. He woke back up. Woo! Oh, wow. Butt shot. Okay. Just a straight up butt shot, just right there, just boom, right in your face. Okay. Ice and next. Okay.
Ready and waiting.
All right.
You want?
It's our turn.
I'm at your disposal.
Time for
Let's
some
do
joking.
this one.
What a bother.
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
Ready and waiting. You want to touch my tail? A new case. Nothing to fear. Is it work time? Is food included? Let's hurry. I want to be back in time for dinner.
I guess I should have looked at the enemy details last time, but it's all good. It'll be fine. Yeah. Get a little closer, dude. Come here.
I'm scissors, you're paper. Get back.
Goodbye.
You're under arrest.
Hey, you want to play with me? Don't mess up my nails.
All right, hold this real quick. Good. Oh, at least it isn't another butt shot. Well, completely. All right, that's everything. Not much more to get here. Okay, weakness, fire, and physical. Well, that's what I picked for that one. Okay, so I was just kind of doing it instinctually. But I think I can do better. So let's go with, yeah, because I had her on there.
Officer 148, you want it ready and waiting. Ready for combat.
Well, it's a real good way to practice the characters, see what kind of team combination you can get out of them.
Target spotted. How do you like me?
All this, bum.
Proceeding as ordered.
Damn it. All right, I need you to go to sleep, please.
The pressure's on. Safety is mandatory. Blazing flame.
advantage. Don't get sloppy.
Goodbye.
This one's mine. Maintain fire.
Ready or not, here I go. Here's a taste of the.
Here we go, buddy. And another butt shot. My God. Well, at least this is letting you practice some of the characters you haven't unlocked yet, so you can find out what kind of combinations you'd like. And I did it a lot faster that time. I ain't getting anything else from that, so. Oh, anyway.
Huh? Is something the matter?
Ready for combat.
How can I help?
Standing by. Officer, I only handle technical matters.
Here, hold this.
Justice is served. The three-pronged approach, as you command. Go now, Johnny.
All right, I need you to hold this grenade real quick.
The three-pronged approach. As you command. Let's test your magic.
Hold this, please. And done. This is fun. It's too bad these aren't characters I already have unlocked. And I got that's probably why I'm not getting any rewards for it, because they're using characters I don't have. Or XP for that matter. Oh man, ow. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it still says 37. Well, I guess a good thing. Oh my goodness. Ow. Oh, yeah, I guess it's a good thing. Wait, where am I on that, by the way? Let me see something. How do I check that, by the way?
Ready for combat.
All right, let's go. Let's do this. Let's knock this out real quick. There she is. Beanbag chair on it, and it turned out to be an ad for the show. It's rare to see one that lets you sit and listen. It's Ellen. Okay. I had to hold my tail through the show. I know I should have gotten an extra ticket. Keep it under control. How do you actually play this game online? It's just the side games. Is that it? I forgot how to. Oh. Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. Let me see. I completely forgot. Okay. So I can't really get anything right now. Now, what we got? Thrillers, trendy. Oh, that's what the last thing is. Okay, I ain't worried about that then. But still, what am I supposed to do with these damn boxes? The hell? I don't know what to do here with these boxes. I forgot I had these damn things.
Which part do you want to modify this time? Have a good one. Please come again.
Good evening. Today's special is the electric margarita with bluesy undertones. This one's flavor goes on and on. The joy that this delicious composition brings. It's truly remarkable. savor it.
I'm also try to burn through these as much as possible. I'm not really using them for anything else.
The joy that this delicious composition brings. It's truly remarkable. Take your time and savor it. Take your time and savor it. Take your time and savor it. The joy that this delicious composition brings. It's truly remarkable. The joy that this delicious composition brings. Oh, even so soon? A mellow tune evokes 100 aromas. Oh, even so soon?
All right, so now what? Guess I can go back to Hollow Zero. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Oh man, my back. What happened to her sending me the... I don't know one thing. Lumia Square is very taxing on this game, man. Can't even go down there. That sucks. All right, let me see. Let me see if I can find these two. It says two of them are here, so let's see what they're doing. Oh my god. This game is really struggling with this area, isn't it? I don't know why I opened this. Close. Yeah. Okay, that's Corin. I was gonna looks your way and says, "Did you want a picture together too?" Yay. Tell him to change. None of my friends from school saw. Let's see what Corn's doing standing over here. It's Master Proxy. Excuse me, have you seen a lady with heavy dark circles under her eyes looking like she could fall asleep at any moment? Sleeping soundly on the train car, and when the announcement for her stop came on, she hurried off. She's just like Miss Ellen. So I tried to return to her quickly, but with so many people coming and going, I lost sight of her. Oh damn! I just dropped. It just dropped. And sheepishly comes over to retrieve her bag. Corn, having returned him her bag, looks relieved. Just found it. Probably could never have found it. All right, let me see if I can knock out some of these exclamation points all over the place. Oh, they can go around there, but I can't? That sucks. That doesn't seem fair. Stops a Bang Bill on his way back to public security. Seems to be familiar with Bang Bill. You were working for the Lumia Square Precinct Public Security. You're just a regular citizen passing by. You need help, I can accompany you to public security. Check your actions from 11:21 a.m. today. You'll understand what I mean. Wouldn't lie to you. I'm now accessing my operation logs 11:21 today. Access failed. The record shows that at 11:21 I was dead. Not for playing blue. Why is there of an incorrect log? Cognitive retrieval failed. Logical content detected. Unable to comprehend. Strange. Not like the usual service-oriented ones. Just trust me and don't go to public security. They'll subject you to a thorough inspection and you'll probably get formatted or something. And your logs will be erased for sure. Then you'll never uncover the truth about your death. Trust me, even if the whole world lost you, I would never do anything like that. I'm sure to save you. I'm here to save you, buddy. And look at this. I found this memory detective on internet. It's just a stylish young kid. His methods are extraordinary. He's a famous young detective on internet. Right there, the great detective. Friends. Find your missing logs and uncover what really happened at 1121. Just give us a bit more time. It's alright to hold off going back to public security for a few days, right? Remember anything now, but once your memory is fixed, you'll see that I'm doing my best to help you, North. Example of the erroneous record is a necessary step. I'll hold off on return to public security and wait for your and the detective's findings. Oh man, my back. Man, I gotta do something about my back, man. Honestly, I need to do something about this grumbling in my stomach called lack of food. I don't have anything in there to cook, and I don't have all I have is dinner stuff, and that's when I'll be eating. Shoves a handful of dinners into your hand, gives a half-hearted smile, and runs off. As he leaves, he mutters to himself, "Next, I need to post on internet." You know what? Give. All right, I got the commission. I'm gonna take me a quick little break, see if I can find me something to chew on. Give me a second.